if it would have a little bit of a facelift. And so she already changed it. I sent it to her and she already changed her bio and it looks so good. And so here's the before and then here's the after. And so I'm going to be adding this as a service for you. And so all you have to do,
those of you who have to eat gluten-free, these aren't for you. What? Pretzels. These are delicious. And I would like to know one thing. What are you into now?
Those of you who don't have to eat gluten-free, these are delicious.
Those of you who guessed that I was going to be making these with, I should have said in regards to my last reel, I will show you and give you a few tips to make your own. I shared this last year and I've done this every year for, I can't even tell you how many years. But what I do is I leave all the dirt in, and like these, I just pull the plants out. But these I leave, like the ferns, I chop the ferns off. Actually, Deb did it for me this year, like this. That's what it looks like. So you cut all the ferns off and then you leave all the dirt in. So that's what these look like before I added the green. Always forage our greens. So we either go to Deb's parents and give their evergreens a trim, or we will sometimes go to our local compost, which we also grabbed a bunch from there yesterday. All you need is a clippers, and I have this size on hand as well for the stems that are way bigger and harder to cut with those small ones. Forgot, you will want a pair of gloves, which I'm wearing those, and then a screwdriver, because since these roots are probably root bound from the summer, sometimes you have to poke holes in order to get your branches down in there. So that's what you're going to need. I like to grab all different kinds of greens. So, and then whenever I get home, I usually put them in like piles. I made all of these last night, so I have a lot of scraps left. These are what I got at the local compost. And then there's this. There's a few more in there. So I usually go through and kind of put them in piles that are the same. That way you can pick for me. I'm going to put these in here. This is where the big ferns were on this. This worked really well for me last night because you want to put them all around, and I would just wheel this whole thing around because this is on wheels. I usually start with branches that look kind of drapey or droopy like that. This one's too big, so I cut it at an angle, and I usually have a little pile that I'm not going to grab from, like all the little ends. And then you're going to want to clear the ends at least maybe like 5 inches down. And then you're just going to stick down in, put those down in the dirt around the pot. Doing the same thing. You can pick from any different kind of evergreens, and I like to mix all of mine together. So you'll make one big round base first, and then you'll start adding some that stick up like that, so they get that really full look. Here's what it looks like, just the base. So you have like all these that flop over the sides, and then we're going to start building up top, just sticking up a little bit. So it fills it up a little more. This in the pile, which would make a great top. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit more into a point so it's smaller. This is what it looks like so far. I just put a couple of twigs up here, added more, and then I'm just going to start filling this right here. So you do the under section where that drape down, then you stick some sticking up, and then you're going to shove just a few in here to kind of fill it out. You can make it as big as you want or as small as you want, obviously. And then you're going to go around and fill any of the holes that you see. Like, you can't really see this, but there's one here. So I grab these little like feathery type things, and I'm going to put that in there. Let me twirl it around for you. There's a hole right there. You might not be able to see that, so I'm going to put a bigger one in there. I'll just put this little drapey one down in there. And then I will show you the whole thing. You know what? I might need one right there yet. And then this is what it looks like when you're all done. And I just gave this one, sorry, you're on a tripod, a big giant drink of water. And what that will do is help the greens right now get a drink since you just cut them. And it will also freeze in the freezing cold and keep the greens where they're at. And then you can put any type of accessory in, bells, bows. You could probably put some type of garland in there, but I'll show you what I came up with. I had several people want to see the porch. I have not done anything to it yet. This is it. Like I said, I did these two, that one, those two, and then I just did these this morning. This one and this one. So these are going to get a coat of paint. I just did not get to it this summer. So these are going to get painted, and all this is going to get decor. I'm going to redo this a little bit for the winter and redo that, put the junk away, obviously. So stay tuned for that because I will for sure share. Show you this picture that I got the other day. I kind of showed you in the truck, but it was only, I think, $2. And I love the frame. I'm going to replace the picture. I obviously won't throw it away, but it's old, but I just don't know. I wonder what this is. There's like little gold flecks in it. I think it's really cool. I think it's actually painted on the glass, like the back of the glass. Do you know what I mean? I don't know anything about this, but I probably better look before I start ripping. And Deb just made these. I don't know if you guys like pickled eggs and beets. I will put our recipe up here. They are so delicious. It's my absolute favorite recipe. We make them all the time. We haven't made them in a while, but check it out. I totally forgot to post what I said I was going to post. So our 5 fun facts, I think I shared on Friday, they will be posted tomorrow. And we have something special. Video of how he takes apart pallets. We had a bunch of people ask for that. So we will be posting that tomorrow on our other account for Deb's Workshop. I'll tag it here. That will be posted for sure.